What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about something that honestly brought my love for gaming back, and that is the AYN Thor, or the AYN Thor. I don't know. I've heard it said both ways, but this thing, look at this thing. You're probably like, what the hell is that, a Nintendo DS? No, it's not a Nintendo DS, but it is a DS. It's a dual screen. It's a dual screen clamshell handheld emulator. And this thing is amazing. I cannot express how much fun I've had with this device. I've had it for almost a month now. This device actually shocked me, and like I said, brought my love for gaming back. From the moment I saw my dad with his, I was like, holy crap, where do I get one of those? And yeah, this thing is nostalgic, but it has the power to play PC games, Switch games, PlayStation 2, and everything down below. It has been such a crazy experience. It's a unique experience, and I could not recommend this thing enough. The company ran with the idea of a Nintendo DS, but they mixed it with flagship smartphone hardware, added premium handheld features, and I must say, it really gives you something unique and special. So I just wanted to share my overall experience and my thoughts, the positives, the negatives, and everything in between. I'm sure you've seen like 50 million videos like this, but for those that haven't, stick around and let's talk about it. What is the AYN Thor, or the AYN Thor? Who the hell knows what this thing is called for sure. This thing is a clamshell Android gaming handheld featuring a dual screen design. It packs Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, up to 16 gigs of RAM, a terabyte of storage, dual AMOLED displays, Hall effect sticks, active cooling, and a 6,000 milliamp battery. Right away, the first thing that grabbed my attention was the dual screen, the clamshell design. I was like, holy crap, this thing looks amazing. I wasn't like the biggest Nintendo fan back in the day, but I mean, who didn't have a Nintendo DS playing around, playing Super Mario Bros. Or Mario Party or Mario Kart or anything else? I mean, I'm pretty sure every kid or person my age had one of these at some point in time, but this is a Nintendo DS on freaking steroids. This thing plays PC games, plays Switch games, everything. I mean, this thing is a powerhouse. It plays PC games relatively well. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And the cons, there's a little bit of negatives when it comes to PC emulation. That's due to how new it is, but you can play Switch games perfectly fine. I mean, some Switch games play at a full 60 frames per second, and the other games play at 30, because most of them are made to be at 30 frames per second, but some of them are 60. So it plays most Switch games I've had downloaded on this, and it's awesome. Now, when it comes to this, it's not your normal Nintendo Switch or your Steam Deck. This is an emulator, so you do have to get ROMs. I'm not going to tell you how to get ROMs. You're going to have to do that research by yourself, but once you get the hang of it and get your ROMs and the games that you want to play on here, it's amazing. It's a lot of fun. I mean, just on my screen alone, you have Wii U, PlayStation 2, 3DS, Dreamcast, PlayStation, GameCube, Switch, PSP. You have literally all of them. You can get Xbox, you can get Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. Anything you can try to get on here. I have not tried the Xbox emulation personally, or the PlayStation 3, but I've seen videos. I've seen some of it work great, some of it work iffy. Those are a little bit newer consoles, and maybe the emulation isn't perfect, but this stuff improves every day, and that's because the community is fantastic. Everyone in the community is trying to make the emulation, like the emulators and the ROMs, the experience of gaming on handhelds, flawless. And that is awesome. You can go on Reddit or Facebook, anywhere, and just find just an AYN Thor community and see all these people just sharing their love for this device and trying to make the experience perfect. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and start with the design. The clamshell form factor is probably the Thor's biggest selling point. I know it's what grabbed my attention personally. When it's closed, your screens are protected, which is awesome. You don't have to worry about your screens breaking. It makes it more portable than your traditional handhelds. The device is lightweight, making it surprisingly manageable despite having two screens and a cooling system packed inside. I mean, I have a Nintendo Switch too, and I used to have a Steam Deck back in the past, and those things are massive. Yeah, it's cool, but I hated carrying those things around. You have to have a case for it. You got to put it in a bag, or else you're carrying it in your hand the whole time. Look at this. Look how simple this is. Here it is. Boom. Stick it in your pocket. I could be in the middle of playing God of War, pause it, close it, put it in my pocket, and at a better time I can pull it out. Not that thing. I'm talking about the Thor still. And then open it up right where I left off. that is so cool. I mean, like I've told my wife many times, size does not matter. I swear, I swear. And the cool thing is it comes in different variants. There's black, white, rainbow, and a see-through purple, which honestly is incredible. I think we need more designs like that with the see-through plastic. We had a ton of it back in the day with your Nintendo 64 and your old Mac computers and all that cool stuff. We need to bring those designs back. I've been seeing it a lot more lately. Thank God. That was peak designs right there. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this thing. This is where it gets really interesting, and you're gonna have to personalize it to where you feel comfortable doing it. Some people will spend all day just tweaking it just to get games working the way they want it, which is awesome. Sometimes some people aren't that way, and that's totally fine. Most of the old games work perfect, but when it comes to heavier stuff like your PC emulations, you're gonna have to do some tweaks and stuff. But this thing is powerful. This plays everything up to plays everything up to Switch perfectly. If you get the right ROM and it's not like an empty game or something for some reason, it plays it perfectly fine. I just played Super Mario Wonder, or Super Mario Bros. Wonder, for the first time. Ran at 60 frames per second the whole time. There'd be a couple dips where it dropped to 30, and then I'd just reset and go back right up to 60. I don't know why it did that, but it took literally 10 seconds and I was back where I left off, so whatever, it's fine. But that is such a cool experience. I mean, the coolest thing about this thing is looking at the whole backlog of games. There are games that I never even thought that I would go back and play or play for the first time, and I can do that anywhere I go. That is what really sells this thing. And yeah, there's other emulators that do it, but there's something special about being able to close it and move forward from that. That is just such a cool thing. The clamshell device really is a game changer in my personal opinion. I mean, I just got done playing a new release on PC emulation called Replaced. You can watch my review. It just came out last week and it played great. I mean, there were a couple sections where it was like, there were very crowded environments. A lot of things were moving and trying to render, and it would drop to like maybe 30, 26 at the lowest, but most of the time it played over 40 frames per second and it was just fine. It was an amazing game, by the way. You need to play that, but to be able to play that on the go was awesome. For retro gaming enthusiasts, this thing is a must-have. I really couldn't agree more with that. Let's talk about the dual screen experience. Now, I didn't dabble too much in like the DS and 3DS, but the games I've played ran perfectly fine. I played a lot of Mario Kart 7 just to test out the screen, and no problems whatsoever. I'm sure there's other games that use that second screen better than Mario Kart did, but to be able to have the ability to do that is awesome. But on top of that, you can multitask. I mean, you can literally pull up another app. Say you're stuck in a weird section of a game, you can pull up a game guide right underneath your screen that you're playing and do that. You can play your Spotify playlist while you're playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Say you hate the soundtrack, I won't judge you. Not really. I mean, I think you're crazy because I think the San Andreas soundtrack is pretty good, but you can do that if you want to. Or you can watch your favorite small YouTuber and drop a like and subscribe to him like this. Please do. It helps me out. But to be able to do that, I mean, that's cool. And I'm sure there's going to be other uses that people find doing it. I mean, like I said, maybe Netflix. Maybe you want to watch Netflix while you're doing something. I'm not that crazy. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm sure I'll give it a try at some point. But to be able to do that is really cool. Let's talk about the positives of this device. And that is just the versatility of it. The convenience of being able to just close this and protect your equipment. The screens are so beautiful and I don't want them to get scratched. So to be able to do this and close it, put it in a bag and take it somewhere is so convenient. It's such a cool experience. And to be able to have all my favorite games on several different consoles on here running perfectly fine is also a really cool experience. I really do think that is something special and unique about this. The portability is the biggest positive. Like I said, you don't want to carry these huge handhelds around. This works flawlessly and I couldn't recommend it enough just on that. Now there are some downsides to this, and that really boils down to the PC emulation. I will say 4 out of the 6 games I tried downloading didn't work, and I don't know why. I even tweaked it, tried changing the protons and different things like that. You'll learn more into that once you do some research about it, but for some reason it just didn't work. It was a big headache, and it left me with a bad taste in my mouth on that. So I don't really do so much PC gaming on this thing, but it does work. You can do like the cloud streaming, like through the NVIDIA Gear Now or whatever it is. I can't remember the name of that. PlayStation has streaming. You can do all your cloud streaming and it run just fine as long as you have a good internet connection. But it just, trying to download a game and run it internally through the software and the hardware, it was a little bit hit or miss. Now, for some reason, my dad did it, worked perfectly fine. Don't know what he did. He doesn't know what he did. Still worked. Maybe it's just the specific games, but you just remember that part of it, just in case if that's something you're like, I want this strictly for PC gaming, you might want to rethink that, because I think that is, although it's a cool thing when done right, it's also kind of a pain in the ass to get set up. Another pain in the ass is just the learning curve in general. When you open this out of the box, it is just stock Android. It's completely empty. There are good videos. I'll leave a link in the description on where to set that up. I think it's called Retro Game Core or Retro Game Corps, I can't remember. But their channel and the video will be down in the description alone, and I'll probably leave it in the corner there. It's like you'll spend at least 2 hours setting this thing up. You'll have to download the different emulators, the ROMs, and make sure certain BIOSes are set up, and you're gonna have to set up folders and all that good stuff. You're gonna have to set up the button layouts for these apps. And this video that I'm gonna show you shows you everything you need to know. And it's easy. So if you want to take the time to do that, it's no problem. Just don't go into it thinking you're going to pull this out like a Nintendo Switch 2 and it's like, hey, play me, we're ready. Because it's not like that. Another huge complaint, and this is probably the complaint where if they see it, they'll be like, whoa, I don't know if I can do this. And it's the price. These things, I think for the strongest one, which is the 16 gig, 1 terabyte one, was running at like $450, I think. And since then, it has just gone up more and more. I think it's like $550 now. I think probably closer to $600, to be honest with you. And if you're ordering on the main website, it's going to take like at least 2 months to get, because it's still on a pre-order basis. Now, the AYN company, they're doing great. That is an awesome problem to have. But as a consumer, that sucks having to wait that long. My dad waited that long and he was like, man, I don't know. I really want this thing, but it's taking forever. But there are third-party vendors my dad found one on Target. It was more expensive. I think it was like over $600 just to get it, but you're paying for the convenience of getting it in just a few days. I think my cousin did that and everything. So if you're willing to do that, good for you, because yeah, they're getting expensive and they're probably going to be more expensive down the line because look at the prices of everything else, you know what I mean? So if you want to get it while it lasts, because I'm sure it's not going to be this price for long. So is the AYN Thor or the AYN Thor worth it? Yes, 100%. I think this thing is amazing. Like I've said before, this brought my love for gaming back. It really, truly did. I'm looking at games in my back catalog that I've just forgot about or never even thought of playing and giving them a chance now. It's been such a cool experience. And if you're willing to take the time to set it up, if you're willing to pay the price for this is kind of like a Leica situation if you're into cameras. Leica is no better than any other camera company, but it's the vibe, the aesthetic. It's a statement. It's a literal statement piece, and that's sort of what this is. There are stronger handhelds out there, sure, but this is a statement. This is a vibe all in itself. I mean, you're watching this video now because you've probably seen pictures of it, seen other videos, and you're like, God, this thing looks awesome, and I want to know for sure if I want it. And yeah, I think if you are willing to give it a shot, pay the money for it, yeah, you will not be disappointed in this. The Cocoon app alone, the front end that you set up, there's other ones, but I'm a Cocoon boy through and through. The Cocoon app really makes this thing look more aesthetically pleasing than anything else that I've seen. Having all your games and consoles loaded up to where it looks pretty and neat like that is so cool. It is nostalgic, but it's a powerhouse all at the same time. It is a head turner. People are going to be looking at this and be like, whoa, what the hell are you playing, son? And where do I get it? And you're going to be like, hey, man, this is an AYN Thor or an AYN Thor. I don't really know what the name is, but I'm going to play it because it looks badass. So they're going to spend money on it, and it's just going to be cool. And also, I think you can play games together on this. I think there's a way you can set it up on your TV to where you can like play 2-player games. And I think there's a way you can play online games together through like his Thor and your other Thor. Like, it's cool. I think that, don't quote me on that, but I think I've seen things on the apps, like the Eden app in particular, where you can do that. So yeah, that's awesome. But what do you guys think? Do you all think this is worth it? If you've played it, what do you guys think of this device? Let me know down in the comments below. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, take it easy.